Hello friends, it's me, Shin, and today I'm coming to you from the corner of Spring Mountain and Jones where we're checking out Kushi BBQ. This is an all-you-can-eat barbecue location here in Chinatown. I'm super excited to show you this one. Let's head inside. Alright everyone, and here we are seated at Kushi BBQ. Kushi BBQ is an all-you-can-eat meat skewer restaurant with a lot of Korean and Chinese influence. There's two separate options for menus, option A and option B. Obviously everything option A comes in option B, though the biggest changes are some additional meat skewers. Now lunch comes in at $27.95 on the daily. And it's $33 for menu A, $40 for menu B. Here are all the salads that you can get, and a list of the appetizers you can get as well. These are all you can eat. There's also rice and noodle soups that you can get in on. And then here is the list of skewers as well as side dishes. A little bit of an a la carte menu here. And some rules for you as well. Looks like the time limit is 90 minutes and the entire party does need to choose the same type of menu. Let me show you menu B on the opposite side. All of the same salads and appetizers are here. But there are some more appetizers available, as well as fried chicken and pork dishes here. Additional sides. And then here is your list of skewers. You definitely get more options here in the B menu. And I apologize about the glare. We'll do the best we can here. And some side orders and ice cream as well. Now I'm joined today by my sister and brother-in-law, and I think we're opting for option A. So we're going to start off with some appetizers. I'll catch you in a little bit when those arrive. Welcome back everyone. Now we're actually kicking things off with one of their beer and soju towers. There's a nice big tower filled with soju as well as beer here. Poured out some of that beer and soju tower. Cheers to you. Thanks for being in the video with us. Alright everyone, now our appetizers are here. This is looking really good. Let me give you a view. We got some japchae noodles here as well as some takoyaki, gyoza, and some steamed buns. This is looking really good. Let's give it a try. First up, we're trying the gyoza. This is a beautiful golden brown color. Feels super crispy. Let's see how it tastes. Oh yeah, that's good. Really nice little pork gyozas here. I love the skin. It's super crispy, although a tad oily. The filling actually has a very nice flavor. You absolutely get hints of garlic and ginger in here. And the pork, while not super juicy, it is succulent enough. The soft cabbage has also soaked up a ton of those porky flavors. In general, it's good. I don't have any complaints about this one. Next up, we're trying the japchae. Japchae is Korean glass noodles, and I totally grew up eating a ton of this stuff. Hopefully it's good here at Kushi. Oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. Silky, soft glass noodles here. I love the texture. It's exactly what I remember growing up. A really nice nuttiness coming from the sesame oil here, as well as additional heavy bursts coming from the sesame seeds. There's a little bit of umami here from some soy sauce, as well as nice levels of garlic. Honestly, solid japchae there, no complaints. Next up, we're trying the steamed buns. So these are Chinese steamed buns. I was expecting off of the menu that I thought they might be pork filled, but it's just the bun. You can kind of think of it as just Chinese white bread. Typically you want to eat this dipped into something, but let's see how it is on its own. You know, unfortunately not a huge fan of that one. It's way more dense than I'm typically used to for a Chinese bun like this. Typically they're a little more airy in nature. A very straightforward flavor here, but it's meant to accompany more bold flavors. I don't really have too many issues with the flavor of this steamed bun. I just wish it was a little airier, a lot less dense. And the last appetizer to try today is gonna be the takoyaki balls. This is a Japanese street food snack. Little fried balls of octopus meat. Hopefully the here one at Kushi is good. Oh yeah, that's good. A great fry job on that takoyaki ball. Super crispy on the outside. Not overdone though. The center of this dough ball is actually quite airy. The octopus inside is actually really nice. It's not too chewy, and it does impart a bit of a briny flavor. Speaking of briny flavors, you certainly get a little bit more of that from the bonito flakes here, and the mayonnaise provides a nice richness to the bite. This sweet takoyaki sauce is slightly savory, but really lends to the sweetness of the overall dish. And honestly, it all comes together very well. I'm a fan of the takoyaki here. Alright everyone, now that's all the appetizers I want to try today. I mean, it is all you can eat, so I might go in on some more later, but it's definitely time for some meat skewers. I'm going to go and order those. I'll see you in a little bit when they arrive. Welcome back everybody. Now our first round of meat is here, and this is looking really good. Let me give you a view. Now we effectively got the first 6 options available on the list. We have some lamb, spicy lamb, beef with kalbi sauce, chicken, and chicken with kalbi sauce as well. Now these are meat skewers and they have a really cool way of cooking them here. They have a little contraption in the center that automatically shifts the positions of the skewers over these hot coals. As these rotate over the hot coals, you're able to get a really even cook. And when you're done cooking, but maybe not ready to eat, you have a little area on top of the grill where you can keep the meats warm without cooking them outright. So we're gonna go ahead and let these cook and then go in on some meats. I'm really excited for this one. Now while I'm waiting on that meat to cook, I do want to introduce you to the 3 sauces they have available for the meats. You have a savory cumin powder here on the left, a tangy sweet brisket sauce in the middle, and a spicy sweet chili sauce on the right. Honestly, all of them are really good, but I'm gonna be trying all of the meat straight up first. And the first piece of meat is ready. This is the standard beef. Beautiful color to this. I'm excited for this one. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, that's good. I certainly left it on the grill just the perfect amount. A little bit of hot pink. A good medium cook here. I'll tip my hat off to myself as the chef. It's juicy, it's tender, it's got a good beefy flavor. Now it's not super well seasoned, but this is their standard beef cut. Unmarinated, and really you want to dip it into one of the sauces available. I'm going to dip it into a little bit of this brisket sauce here, and we'll give this a try. Oh yeah, that's good. The addition of that brisket sauce with a little bit of sugar for sweetness and the umami coming from that soy sauce is really welcome here. It really brightens up the flavor of the beef, really letting you appreciate that pure flavor. Because the sauce is only on the outside a little bit, it creates a nice dichotomy, and it's really good. I like the beef here. Next up, we're doing the beef with kalbi sauce. Now, the warning is plastered everywhere, but you definitely don't want to eat these right off the skewer. You'll burn the skin right out of your mouth. But I do have a nice piece of that beef here. Let's give it a taste. Oh yeah, that's good. Now, this is my fault. I definitely overcooked this one a little bit. Just a little past medium into medium well. It does make the bite a little bit more tough than tender, but certainly there's no one to blame but myself for that one. I really like the kalbi sauce here. Nice amount of salty umami coming from the soy sauce, a good sweetness from the sugars, but there's also a nice amount of garlic in here, really amping up the flavors, and just a touch of sesame oil giving some nuttiness. If I would have cooked this closer to medium, this would have been absolutely perfect. The beef with kalbi sauce is definitely my favorite so far. Next up is the chicken. We have both the chicken as well as the chicken with kalbi sauce here. This is the standard. It certainly looks way more seasoned than the standard beef. Let's see how this is. Oh yeah, that's good. Again, hats off to myself. I nailed the cook on this one. It's cooked through, still juicy in the center. I am actually feeling pretty proud of myself right now. It's a good flavor, straightforward chicken with salt and pepper, with just a little bit of that char. This is good. I like the chicken. Next up, we got the chicken with kalbi sauce. Really nice color to this one. Hopefully I did as well in the cook. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah, that's good. My timing is definitely starting to get better. Got a really good cook on this chicken. Still tender and juicy on the inside, with a nice caramelized crust on the outside. The kalbi sauce here provides a nice garlicky sweetness, and a touch of umami as well. I do still think the beef with kalbi sauce is probably my favorite, but the chicken with kalbi sauce is ranking very high as well. Next up, we're doing the lamb. This is the standard lamb. I also have the spicy lamb on the grill. Now, typically I'm not a huge fan of straight up lamb, but let's see how it is here at Kushi. Yeah, not bad. I might have left that on a little longer than I needed to. It's a tad dry in the center. That said, it does have the trademark flavors of lamb. The different fat that the lambs have as opposed to cows or chickens certainly give it a very unique taste. I'm going to dip it into some of this cumin seasoning, and we'll give this a shot as well. Oh yes, very good with that cumin. The warming nutty element of the cumin really helps with that flavor of the lamb. Those who are not accustomed to that fatty flavor of the lamb are definitely going to want some extra spice on it, and the cumin mix definitely helps with that regard. I like that a lot. That was good. And the last skewer meat I'm trying in this round is going to be the spicy lamb. Hopefully I got a good kick on this one. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah, that's good. There's actually a nice amount of heat to that. Although I wouldn't classify it as super spicy, it certainly helps with the overall flavor profile of that lamb. There's a touch of sweetness here as well, really giving some balance. And I almost want to say there's a little bit of that galbi marinade on there as well. That was very tasty, I like that one. Alright everyone, now that is the first round of meat skewers I'm going to be trying. I think we're going to go on and try some of the soups next. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Welcome back everybody. Now 2 of our soups have gotten here. We got the mala noodle soup as well as the mala tofu soup. And these smell incredible. Let's give them a try. First up, we're trying the mala tofu soup. This came out boiling hot. Let's give it a try. Oh wow, I actually like that a lot. I'll just go and tell you up front, it is very spicy. The mala numbing peppers here are definitely doing work. You get that blast of heat right up front. There's a really nice pepperiness there. It's just so warming and inviting. The soup is very savory as well. They've seasoned it beautifully. Certainly not a bland soup by any means. The tofu is soft and certainly has absorbed a ton of those spices. It doesn't really provide you any reprieve from the heat. And those numbing peppers have been working from the very first bite. I can definitely feel a little bit of sweat beading around my forehead. But that said, the soup is really enjoyable. I'm liking these flavors. Next up, we're trying the mala noodle soup. Nice thick noodles here. This might be using the same broth as that mala tofu soup. I guess I'll find out. Let's give these noodles a try. You know what, not bad. Noodles are a little bit softer than I'd like them to be. I wish there was a little bit more of a firm chew on that. Maybe it's just these mala peppers absolutely destroying the fibers of these noodles from their heat. But personally, I certainly would appreciate just a little more chew. They certainly carry the spice as well as that tofu soup, because this soup is equally numbing and hot. But I am a fan of spicy food, so far so good. Now it looks like there's a piece of fish or something in here as well, some kind of protein. And it looks like it soaked up a ton of these mala spices. Let's see what this tastes like. Ah, it was pork belly. Very delicious in the soup actually. The richness actually works very well with the spice. Very soft, that pork belly. It kind of disintegrated in my mouth, really letting more of those mala peppers do some work. The richness of the pork definitely helps cut through some of that heat a bit though, and in general it's very pleasant. I actually really like that porky bite. And the last element in this soup is the bok choy. If you watch my videos enough, you know I'm a big fan of bok choy. Let's see how this is from the mala noodle soup. You know, that was a little unfortunate. Unfortunately, the bok choy has been a little cooked through. It doesn't have that trademark crunchiness that I kind of want to help break up some of the textures here. It has soaked up so much of those mala peppers. I was expecting that at first, but I thought it would give way into a little bit more of that natural flavor of the bok choy, but you get none of that bitterness here. It is just straight heat from end to end. I feel like the bok choy in this dish should be serving an alternate purpose from the noodle, but it's basically acting in the same function. That was an unfortunate last bite of that one. Alright my friends, now those are the 2 soups available for the A menu. My sister, brother-in-law and I are going to continue working on all of these skewers that have been coming out as well as these dishes. Now they also have a host of meats that are not cooked at your table with that skewer grill. I'm going to go and order those next and I'll see you in a little bit when they arrive. Welcome back everyone. Now we have another set of prepared dishes and this is looking good. Let me give you a view. We have some lemon mayo shrimp as well as sweet and spicy chicken, some honey butter chicken and french fries. Definitely starting to get full now, so I think this is going to round out the meal. Let's give these a try. First up, trying some french fries. These actually look really great. Beautiful color on these. Let's see how it tastes. Yeah, those are really nice. Super crispy. They've added some cornstarch on the outside of these fries, really upping that crunch factor. The center is actually quite soft. Nice pillowy potato there. They certainly did a great job on the cook. These are well-seasoned french fries. Nice levels of salt and pepper. And just a tad of smokiness coming from an additional seasoning, which I want to say is paprika. Nice texture, good flavors. Solid french fries here. Next up, we're trying the honey butter chicken. And this is looking really good. Let's give it a shot. Now, unfortunately, I say that's just okay. I want to say that bite was about 98% batter and 2% chicken. I'm actually not sure how they got that much batter on it. That said, the batter was well fried, super crispy, a nice fun texture there. The little bit of chicken that I did get inside was moist enough, but I really wouldn't say anything special. The honey butter sauce is certainly interesting, but I want to say it doesn't really go in any of the directions it wants too far enough. There's a hint of sweetness from the honey here, but it definitely needs a little bit more. There's a garlickiness here that could certainly be amped up as well, and in general the flavors just feel a little milder than they should. Hopefully the bigger pieces have some bigger pieces of chicken in them, but off that first bite I wasn't all that big of a fan of that one. And next up we're trying the sweet and spicy chicken. Now I've got a nice big piece here, so hopefully the piece of chicken inside is just as big. Let's see how it tastes. Not bad. Certainly a much bigger piece of chicken in that bite, so that aspect I'm fine with. The batter is certainly crispy. I don't really have too many issues with the cook. I have a similar critique with the sweet and spicy sauce as I did with the honey butter. It's sweet, although I would want it to be a little bit sweeter. It's slightly spicy, I definitely want more heat. Maybe the recipe pulls back a little bit to keep it accessible for the general audience, but especially after all of those mala spices, I think I want those flavors amped up a little bit more, because in comparison it almost tastes bland. Alright my friends, and the last bite I'm trying today is their lemon mayo shrimp. I'm hoping this one's really good. Let's give it a taste. Not bad. Now I believe this is Kushi's take on a dish similar to coconut shrimp, and I'd say it mostly works. Nice fry job on this here. The shrimp inside is still succulent and juicy, and imparts a nice briny shrimp flavor. The mayonnaise sauce here certainly provides a richness to the bite, and the lemon is definitely there providing acid. Just lemon in the mayonnaise is a little off-putting for me. I think it needs just a touch of additional sweetness to help out with that tart flavor. I guess in general it's not that bad, just not my favorite preparation of this style of shrimp. Alright everyone, now that does it for my dinner here at Kushi BBQ. My sister, brother-in-law, and I certainly enjoyed our meal today. We definitely went in on those skewers as well as a ton of different offerings. And while all the meats I tried were fine, the beef with kalbi sauce is absolutely my favorite. I think they have a pretty decent array of appetizers here as well. The takoyaki was especially good today. So really, if you're looking for a unique all-you-can-eat experience, I think Kushi BBQ is definitely worth a visit. Now that's everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed another local eatery here in Las Vegas. This coming Saturday, we return to the Las Vegas Strip to check out something a little more touristy. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.